What the fuck is pickleball? Today on Strikeout Beer.
Damn it, Alan. Jesus, you don't have to say the F word. It's so aggressive. Oh, God. Just because you got to say it here much, you can't celebrate. You don't have to celebrate the God, dog. Aggressive. Come on, Phillies.
And we're live. Welcome to Strikeout Beer, episode number 265.
God.
With your pals Alan and Rapid Dave.
Who the hell still
I'm
listening?
Alan.
I'm Rapid Dave.
Old school still listening.
Hey,
Welcome
Old
in,
School.
Old School 2.0.
It's always good to see you.
New and improved version. How you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty well. Yeah, no,
Doing good.
back to work this week.
Okay.
Getting back in the swing of things. We did a couple beer reviews for the show. Then we went outside and did one in front of the neighbor's house.
They
We got to get a sign made. We realized
honk if you're horny.
Yeah, I yelled it, but it didn't have the same effect.
Nobody honked.
Well, she waved. She did wave.
She waved like, I'm good.
Yeah,
It was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
She looked at us and goes, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like,
You can't really take Alan anywhere. He's almost like a.
I'm not the one yelling
just
it.
dead weight at a bar or something
Dead
like
weight.
that. You know what I mean? Like, but you look good by comparison, so that you got that going for you.
Hell of a wingman.
But yeah, I'm doing great. We just knocked out 2 beer reviews. If you're part of Patreon, you know exactly what we reviewed already. We got Shipyard, and then Shipyard, was it Smash Pumpkin, and then Ommegang All Hallows Treat. Which one you want to start with? You want to start with Shipyard? Just get it out of the way. There we go. That a kid. We're not doing the big glasses anymore. The Steins. Alan's like, you know what? Oktoberfest is over.
Melting in the house. Damn it, the F-bomb already. What's going on, fellas?
I don't know why he did it. It's like right out of the gate.
I told you I was going to do it.
That doesn't mean anything. What am I supposed to sit there and bleep your ass? Like, dude,
You
what
could
are
have said
doing?
no.
I'm just letting you be you. Because if I tell you no, then what do I get from you? I can't do what I want around here. You sound like a damn teenager.
I'm sorry you're trying to censor me.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I always say that. I'm like, I'm not going to be censored. Nice pour. Get that. You're helping out in your stomach.
The napkin.
Yeah, there you go.
The napkin.
I got my Dallas Star Cup out. The NHL season
Dallas.
has officially begun.
Stars.
Yeah. So
that's a 2-run Jimmy Jack right there by Jose Abreu as the Astros take a 3-1 lead. Top of the 4th. Texas fans, I hope you're ready for all the smoke. They were calling for it yesterday.
Hey.
And now you're going to get it. But again, dude, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, let's first off get the cheers out of the way because we have another one to split. We have our 2 cans here, but we still got another one to split. Cheers to you.
Mazel, good things. Look into my soul.
All right, you got it. All right. It's so pumpkin-y. It's so much pumpkin. It's so much pumpkin. It's so much pumpkin.
Ah!
Well, yeah, so big shout out and congratulations to the Texas Rangers. They have not only swept one team in the wild card, but now
but they didn't sweep anybody good, right?
The Tampa Bay Rays.
Oh, okay.
They
Did
swept
they
them
win
in
they win any games this year?
in the AL wild card, and then had to go to Baltimore for 2 games, win, and then came back to Texas to finish
Baltimore
it off.
didn't win any games this year, right?
Dude, Baltimore won 101 games.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Like, they're a real solid team. I mean, if you're listening to the broadcast, not this broadcast, but if you're listening to the national broadcast, I thought John Smoltz and whoever the hell those other 2 people were going to get out of the booth and smoke some C's. I thought they were getting down on their knees and tell the Baltimore Orioles how much they love it. Every time the Baltimore Orioles came out of the dugout, went into the dugout, walked up to the plate, walked out to the mound, you thought it was the greatest thing in the world. Like Baltimore gets a hit that you can, whatever. Rangers get a grand slam, Rangers, Garver. Okay. Next inning, please.
Cool story, bro. Tell it again.
Absolutely insane. So congratulations to the Rangers. Hey, everybody here in the Metroplex, we're all excited. You even mentioned that your boy Troy Aikman was equally excited and claimed, there's my Rangers.
So if you guys watch Monday Night Football, you heard one of the most something you would expect to hear on our podcast, right?
Yeah.
Like typically you got 2 guys, professional broadcasters broadcasting together. They got each other's back, right? Not the case. So during the Monday night game, Troy busts out, hey, look at my Texas Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe Buck looks at him and goes, "You're Texas Rangers." He goes, "I'll give you $100 right now if you can name 4 Texas Rangers."
He pulled an Allen because that trick was done 1 week prior. 1 week prior at Comic-Con, you invited the humble, the most down-to-earth, nicest fellow on the planet, Michael Henson, over to the booth.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was confused.
Over to the booth. And he's smacking his. So we got another solo jam for Castellanos. Oh, yeah. No, what's the name? Turn around and start smacking his own ass. He's really excited. You asked him over and said, hey, you know what, buddy? I got $100.
I didn't even tell him that. I just said, hey, I've got one question with Alan this time around.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, one question. I go, it's a doozy. It's going to stump you.
Yeah.
And then he goes, well, probably with the way that I talk and stuff like that, one question is probably enough, right? Because typically 5 questions with Michael Henson takes about half an hour.
Yeah, he's methodical, thinks about things.
He puts way too much thought in it, right?
Yeah.
And so I called him over and I said, hey, buddy. And I pulled out my little fanny pack. I go, I got $100 here for you.
Cold
all
hard
I
cash.
need you to do, this is yours.
Uh-huh.
Now, we just finished WNBA Fantasy League, which you were a part of. He goes, yes, I was.
Big part of that league, yeah.
And I said, I think I said name 5.
Speaking of which, the champ's in here, too. Big shout out to Old School. And I'm still waiting for a picture with you and your prize so I can post it somewhere. I've been having trouble. I don't know if I got a bad internet connection. I haven't received it yet, but go ahead, Alan.
I can't remember if I said 4 or 5. I asked him to name 4 or 5 WNBA players.
I think he said 5.
And he immediately started laughing. Kind of went down to his knees a minute, and he goes, I can't. And then I was like, can you name 1?
Yeah, right.
And I was actually
back to back, Jimmy
back
Jacks.
to back.
Marsh just went yard.
Woo, buddy.
Man.
The Braves are just taking it on the chin tonight.
Boy, are they
10-2.
I like the Phillies. We're going to talk more about baseball in a minute. But
bottom of the 8th. But yeah. And he goes, well, he said, I named that's the homeless man you were talking about earlier.
Dude, he does. He's got
he's not that
nastiest looking hair.
Dude, Hunter Pence was way more homeless than this guy.
So one dude, other random guy in the MLB. This guy is the most homeless looking dude.
Hunter Pence was wearing pants that were pretty much shorts. Like he got those pants when he was in like Little League and never got another pair again.
I like the short pants. I like the high socks like he's got. You know what I mean? You go old school. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead. Go ahead.
He was able to name Brittany Griner.
He goes, the only one I can name is the one that's my team's named after.
Right.
Yeah.
And I go, well, they just named the WNBA MVP. Mm-hmm. And he goes, that's a thing? I go, yeah, that's a thing. They just named it. They just announced it. He goes, announced it to who? I was like, the whole world.
Amongst themselves. They had a little meeting.
Breanna Stewart, from the New York Liberty, who are down 1-0 to the Aces right now.
Yeah.
But
let's go Aces.
Yeah, he was like, there's no way they've announced that anywhere. And I tagged him in Facebook the other day, and he was like, wow, I'm surprised at your ability to hack into ESPN.com and post that. I'm like, I didn't hack.
Oh, trust me, ESPN will give you everything you don't want. Like, it's not even worth a follow anymore. Like, you don't follow unless you want to know about women's sports. That's the only reason you follow ESPN anymore. If you want to do the Ocho or women's sports, that's the channel to pull, I think.
But yeah, no. So Joe Buck does that to him, and Troy immediately deflects. And he goes, I remember when I didn't have to deal with you in October. Whatever happened to that?
He probably misses it too.
Oh yeah. And then they kind of go about the broad. They start talking football a little bit, and you hear Joe under his breath go, "Your Texas Rangers."
I'm here for that. Yeah, I was like, "You're Tech." Yeah, goddamn. I heard it because
Texas
Rangers. Like I told you, I was like, as soon as he goes, I bet you can't name 4 Texas Rangers. I looked right at Lizzie and went around the horn. I was like, I went from 9 to 1.
I was listening to the ticket on the way, and they were talking about that on the ticket on my way here, and they played it. And Bob, who works for Troy Aikman, does a lot of his background stuff, stats and stuff. Gets some all the information that Troy's talking about during the game.
Some tidbits
is coming from Bob, right?
Yeah.
And they'll communicate during the game on certain things and stuff like that. Bob said, he goes, as soon as I heard that, he's like, I ran over to my laptop and started typing in names for him. He's like, but it was too late. He's like, and I typed Adolis Garcia. And Corby goes, so you're going to send him names that he can't pronounce? He goes, I kind of thought it would be funny if he named all the Latin American players.
It was a massive shove under the bus, type thing. But yeah, I mean, you could have just let it go, but it's not. You're like, he doesn't watch baseball. You know what I mean? He's got no interest.
He's probably watched some.
And Joe Buck's a guy that he used to do the World Series. You know, or does he still do the World Series?
No, because he's not with Fox anymore. He's with ESPN.
Oh, that's why. Okay, that makes sense. So
this is the first because he did he did the All-Star game, the playoffs, and the World Series. Right?
Yeah.
But he doesn't do that anymore. And he actually talked about not that long ago how he's like he doesn't really miss it that much. He enjoys
going
football
back
more.
and forth, and he does like. And trust me, most baseball players don't want to hear him anymore either. We're like,
with baseball, he was always under his dad's shadow, right?
Yeah.
Joe Buck was one of the greatest broadcasters ever. So
he named Joe Buck.
Not Joe.
Doing great. Come on,
Steve.
Joel.
Joel Klatt. I don't know, man.
Klatt. Joel Klatt.
But yeah, his dad was one of the preeminent baseball announcers, back in the day. So
now I got to look it up.
Yeah.
Jack Buck. Those. God damn, it looks like Prince Henry or something.
Not Black.
Buck. Did I say Black?
You said Black.
Joe Black.
Jack Black.
Oh, like the movie? Oh wait, no, the actor. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, Jack Black. Jack Buck. Buck Jack.
Highly underrated actor.
I don't think he's underrated. I think we've had enough.
I don't think we've had enough.
Yeah, he went really hard, like Robin Williams, and he's never came back out of that thing. He just is a goofball. I think he's a goofball.
Well, he's got charisma. He's got pizzazz.
That's just goofiness. Yeah, it's just being a goofball.
He's got it.
Yeah. No, I'm out. I'm tired of him. Tired.
He did a good job as Bowser in the Mario movie.
Didn't watch it.
Voiceover. It's a good movie,
I don't know what happened.
I enjoyed it.
Why didn't I go? I ended up not going, and I sent like the kids and the wife to go see it. Was I doing the show?
It might have been.
Something
no, because it would have been a Thursday.
Something happened on Thursday, and I was like, "Oh, I got to go do this instead." I don't remember what it was.
Who knows?
We'll know. We'll never know.
We'll never know. Yeah. Like anybody can possibly even know that.
Well, yeah, big congratulations to the Texas Rangers for making the playoff, or make not only the playoffs, but actually going to the ALCS. First time, I think, since 2011, if I'm not mistaken.
This will be their third time. In the previous two times they went to the ALCS, they went to the World Series. They're undefeated.
Yeah, 2010, 2011. So, I mean, here's the thing with that, and I know we're kind of skipping ahead a little bit, but
we have baseball on the platform to talk today, so let's talk it.
But it was great. It's great to watch. It was fun. I tell you.
You got plunked.
The only time I got nervous. Oh, Schwarber got plunked. The only time I got nervous is last night when they brought in Chapman. Chapman cannot throw effing strikes right now. He can throw it 1,000 miles an hour, but can't throw a strike. I was like, I'm on there. I'm on Twitter, like just like get him out of there, And of course, and then several other, Ranger correspondence and pages and stuff like that. No, get out. And I'm like, yeah, we just don't have time for it, man. This is where you go and screw up and lose the series because now they come back from, 7-1 or 9-1, or some shit like that, where it's like they had bases loaded. You're talking, this could have been like a 3-run game all of a sudden or whatnot. But anyways, it's just, oh my God, it scared the piss right out of me. But look what they got him out of there. Brought in Leclerc. Leclerc's been a stud and handled business. The Rangers have played so great offensively and defensively. Pitching has been on point. The Tampa Bay series was phenomenal. The Orioles series was, I think, the biggest wake up, right? And so before this series was over, speaking of studs, I'm here. What's up, Rad Brad? How we doing?
What's up, Rad Brad?
Speaking of good teams, you got to beat the best. Baltimore Orioles are like one of the best teams in the AL. They are amazing at baseball. They just happened to catch the Rangers while they were hot. Rangers bats were lightning hot. The pitching was good. You had Eovaldi shut down them yesterday. Scherzer's supposed to be back for the ALCS. And so I'm looking forward to it. I almost went to the game last night because it was like $50 getting in the door. I was like, shit. But it was like an hour before game time. I was like, we got to go. We got to leave right now if we're going to go. You know what I mean? And she didn't look at me. I was like, you want to go? And she's like, and we just got done putting a bunch of shit outside. So I was like, all right, that's it.
Yeah, they had Eovaldi got the curtain call last night.
Yep.
To come out that last inning. The crowd was chanting for him, wanting to come out.
They were talking about that on Twitter, and I was like, they're going to show it here in a second. Just give it a second. They came back from break, and that was the first thing they showed. Yeah.
But
it was loud, like 42,000. I think it was the max was last night. It was nice.
Dude, the Braves are melting down.
Best team of baseball are they're going to get bounced. I mean, they're not going to lose tonight. It's best of 5, but like no one's going home tonight, right? But the Phillies have been on fire.
Minnesota can go home tonight because Houston's up 2-1.
Yeah. And that's something else I want to talk about as well is dumbass Ranger fans that take listen, you swept, all the momentum's in your
But you guys
it's all on your way.
You guys haven't done good against either one of these teams though this year, right?
But
didn't Minnesota take care of you this year too?
Give me Minnesota over Houston just because of the history, right? Heads up. I'll find out though.
Okay, because I'm pretty sure Minnesota took care of you guys. I know Cleveland did. Was it Cleveland?
Yeah,
that took care of you guys for sure, and I think Minnesota might have too. But Houston has just made you guys their B this year.
Yeah,
like
Houston's won 9 games out of 13, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the number. And so some dipshit was walking around the stadium last night at Global Life Field. We want Houston with a sign. You know, I'm like, do you really want? Or I think that you're fake. I think that you're a Houston fan trolling. And then on top of it, if that's not the case, I think you haven't watched 1 second of baseball throughout the season, and now you're here for the fucking playoffs.
Well, but you'll hear a lot again. A lot of these Texas fans they call back to the year the Mavs won it, where the Mavs went out there and they took care of the Lakers, they took care of Miami, I think they took care of San Antonio that year. They ran the gauntlet to win it all. And you'll have a lot of people like, hey, look, if I want to be the best, I want to beat the best.
I don't want any part of that, to be honest with you. 2023, right now, let's see, Twins versus the Rangers game log. Record is 5-2, home 3-1, away 2-1. I assume they're giving me the Minnesota Twins. Yeah, this is Minnesota Twins.
Okay.
So this year
you've
they're
lost
5-2.
You've lost to both of these teams.
Yep.
You have a losing record against both these teams.
But give me just out of a mental state. I actually haven't done the podcast either because of superstition. You know how baseball, I even told Lizzie, I was giggling about it last night. I was like, I always say I'm not superstitious or whatever, but when it comes to baseball, I just am. And like, same thing with hockey too. Hockey gets me like that. And
I'm like that with everything.
And I was just like, they're doing great. I'm not going to jinx it. I'm not going to go live. I'm not going to do a recording. I'm not doing the Ranger Roundup. I'm not doing any of that shit. I go, I cannot do it because they'll lose. And I don't want that. You know, I want them to win. I want them to keep going. But if you give me these two teams, I want Minnesota because Rangers have your number, or Houston has your number. They know where you live. They got the key to the house. They're going to get you. Cheating sons of bitches.
They're not cheating anymore.
Yeah, according to them.
I mean, here's the thing. If they were, they've got eyes on them. Like,
not when they look the other way. They didn't even get punishment. They didn't even get any fucking punishment for cheating. Like even the Mansfield came out and was like Manfred, whatever the stupid fucking.
Well, he wanted the players to cooperate, so he gave the players immunity.
Yeah,
and who got punished was the franchise, the GM, the manager. You know, they're the ones who fell on the sword.
Yeah.
And the players, they gave the players immunity, so the players said, "Yeah, hey, here's what happened."
Ridiculous is what
because they wanted the information.
Yeah,
so they got it.
Yeah. For you, you're not. I mean, you're a Ranger fan, or as it's in your hometown where you live. But like, who do you want? Who do you want to face out of these two teams, Houston or Minnesota?
Well,
I
don't want Minnesota to do good because that's the Tigers' bunkmate, right? So I've got a little hate in my heart for the Twins. And then there's also part of me, and maybe I'm a jerk. I am a jerk. I want all these Texas fans to suffer. So I want Houston to come, and I want Houston to take care of them. Whatever.
Why do you want the Rangers to suffer?
Because I don't want you happy.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Just like you wouldn't want me happy.
I don't want you happy. So Happy Allen is the most annoying Allen on earth.
But I also do still have love in my heart for Justin Verlander. That's my boy. I absolutely love Verlander. So I would love to see Verlander win another World Series.
He's already winning enough.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
He's got 2.
Yeah.
Let's go for 3.
Got another trophy at home too. So,
yeah, he does.
You know
he's got the best trophy of all.
I'm telling you, Jesus. Sometimes you got to go back and revisit those videos or those pictures every so often. Perfection. You just go back and like, Jesus Christ, that's a real person.
That's and the crazy thing is like when after they've been dating for like several years at this point, right? This is back when he was still with the Tigers before they got married. He asked her to marry him like 3 times before she said yes.
Damn. Kept going.
She was just like, "Nah, I'm good things are good right now. There's no need to do anything." But because like he had asked her to marry her like one time at like a
Fuddruckers.
No, it was like a
Chili's.
No, it wasn't a Chili's.
Chuck E. Cheese.
It was a sporting event. They were at like I think they might have been like
a football game.
It might have been like a Pistons game or something like that, or because it's back when he's playing for Detroit, right?
That's terrible.
And they had like courtside seats and
That's
stuff.
awful.
And he's like, "Hey, will you marry me?" She was like, "Nah, I'm good.
Mm.
It's been fun. Let's just keep doing what we're doing, Playboy."
I mean, I'm down. I'm down for that too.
Yeah.
You know.
To which he's like, "Okay, I mean, but we're still going to keep doing this, right?" And she's like, "Yeah." He's like,
Yeah.
"Okay,
No, you just go out of your way to knock her up as hard as you can.
just whatever you want."
Yeah,
I want,
you're trying all you can. I'm
Put
giving
that-
her all she's got.
he's trying to put that anchor baby in her.
Trying to get
The
moral.
anchor baby works both ways,
Yeah.
folks. It doesn't just go against the guys.
Just
The,
moral.
the guys will try and get that in there to
Jesus.
lock up that deal. But yeah.
All right, so you
So-
want to see you don't care who comes out of here. You just want to see Texas fans just upset. What about the NL? What do you think about the NL?
Dude, like,
I mean, obviously the Diamondbacks are up 2 games.
I
Right now the Phillies and Braves are
wanted
split.
Braves and I
Mhm.
wanted Dodgers.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like I'm going to get that.
Nah.
Like,
Man, the Dodgers just imploded. Like, I think what Kershaw got chased after like a third of an inning in the first inning.
Like,
that was game 1. He got chased.
like,
He scored like 6 runs on his ass.
to the Diamondbacks. They're getting handled by the Diamondbacks.
And you remember, I
And
wanted to protest the game against the Diamondbacks and the Astros because, the Astros came to town and beat their ass or whatever the last couple games of the season. All of a sudden, the Astros win the fucking AL West. And now the Diamondbacks are just beating the shit right out of the Dodgers. I'm like, yeah, just we need an inquiry at this point. Just a little house cleaning, a little check-in, a little welfare check-in.
They're just, it's crazy. So, like, to get a Philly and the Diamondbacks,
thank you, I appreciate that. Old school
would be pretty crazy, right? And
Yeah.
then at that point, who are you going for? Like, I've got no skins in the game here. Like, I got
the town you live in. Your team is going to the ALCS. That's what skins you have in the game.
Okay, well, I'm talking about the NL right now, so
Oh, okay, all right.
I don't live in Philly or Arizona. Now, I think if it's Philly and Arizona, I think I'm going for Philly because I work with a lot of Arizona people, with the Mesa people.
They're just annoying.
So I just don't want them to be happy. Again,
you're such a dick. Like,
if I can't be happy,
buddy, he hit that a mile
I want
high.
nobody else to be happy, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but I just don't. I don't know, man. It's just, yeah, you're the same way. So
Yeah.
don't even sit over there and shake your head no to me.
Yeah.
You're the same damn way.
There's some people I want to be happy. There's a lot of people I don't want to be happy.
And for some reason, you never want me to be happy.
You only got one thing going on in your life. I don't need 2 or 3.
Just,
I don't need multiple good things going for you. Big shout out real quick to the antique mall we were at this past weekend.
Mid-Cities Antique Mall.
Went to Mid-Cities Antique Mall, had a fun little time. Met a lot of cool people, talked shop quite a bit. Sold a bunch of shit, a lot of fun. And then we got one coming up in about a month, right? Do you know the date yet?
4th.
November 4th. Okay.
Yeah. November 4th is the next one. We had a block. I'll tell you what. So we didn't have sunblock with us.
Yeah.
Big mistake. I don't know.
I was burnt, and then I've mellowed out. I'm getting used to the sun.
Arms and the legs. I was fine, but I had a hat on all day, right?
Mm-hmm.
But didn't think about the fact that I had a trucker hat, the mesh.
Oh, gotcha.
The whole back of my head, because I went straight from parking lot sale to softball games for the kiddo.
Yeah, you were leaving. You were packing up earlier and you get out there.
I packed up a little bit early. The games were all running behind, so I had an opportunity to make it out to the games.
Mm-hmm.
And had I not, I would have been stuck out of the parking lot sale till like 7 o'clock, almost 8 o'clock. By the time her games were over, they were pushed back that far. So I was like, you know what? I got a chance to make it. Ended up just missing like the first inning of her first game. So was there for almost the whole first game in the second game, and was out in the sun that whole time because I'm out there coaching and all that, and got home and was like, my head was kind of throbbing. Throbbing.
Oh boy.
Because the whole back was red.
You should have bought you one of these cool hats that I got out there. I found a booth that was selling these big old sun.
They had one
hats,
hat,
right? And
one.
They had one left, and I said, I'm going to buy that hat. It's a Pabst Blue Ribbon hat, and I plopped that effer on my head, and I was just out there, like Joe Cool. Remember Joe Cool?
Yeah,
I was just Joe Cool out there, enjoying myself.
I
Beautiful
almost
little Saturday.
I almost kept that hat, but I was like, I'm almost never gonna wear it, right?
I'm wearing it next time. Can't wait.
I would if I was you too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sat there for a little bit, and you're like, you just walk over, you go, pull some slime out, you go, here you go, buddy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had this big PBR, like, was it? That's not bamboo,
it's a straw hat.
Straw hat.
Yeah. Straw hat.
And it's got the PBR patch on the front, and it's got all PBR underneath the bill of it and stuff like that. No, it's like a bat ran into the door or something.
Give me a half a second. Keep talking about the hat.
But the hat was cool as hell, and you're like, how much for it? I was like, for you, buddy, I gave you the old brother-in-law discount for it. And yeah, you're wearing it. But yeah, no, the whole back side of my head was all sunburned. I had a nice white stripe that kind of went down from where the hat was, but I'm just all night, Saturday night, I'm just rubbing aloe all over my head. Took a nice cool shower, sat in the cold water, just letting it run on my head for a while, and sitting with bottles of, like a bottle of water, and go get a bottle of water and just have it like on the back of my head, just kind of cooling it off. I was good the next day, but like Saturday night, it took a couple days to get this thing under control. Like I had it right here, and then on the back of my calves in like certain areas. Yeah, I could tell it was warm back, but it wasn't bad. But the back of the head was real bad. And like I said, I was just rubbing aloe all over it, and just probably about like every hour. I started going back with some more aloe. Took a nice cold shower and just kind of let the cold water just run on the back of the head. And I was good by the next day.
I did put a lot of lotion on there, but I put lotion. I went everywhere with the lotion that night. I was like, oh, yeah.
It puts the lotion on its skin, or it gets the hose again. But
it was fun.
We had a blast.
To have a good time.
Yeah, we had a good time out there. Met a lot of cool people.
We had a great time last time.
There's just one little beady-eyed fuck.
Oh, God.
Who stole a Casey Jones mask that was in my booth.
Yeah.
Who spent 20 minutes talking to you about 3D prints and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he was over there in my booth, and he was looking. And I turned around for like a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Because someone was asking me a question. I turned back around. He's nowhere around. Phillies win. They're up 2-1. I'll leave it there. We get Diamondback. Yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
And turn around. I look, and the mask is gone. And I was like,
and I sold the other one.
And I was like,
yeah.
And so I asked you, because I know there was like, we were working together, right? We were working together all day. Someone would come and ask you for something. You'd be like, hey, don't you have this? And I would do the same thing to you. And, we were working together. There was a couple times I'd grab something out of your booth. You grab something out of mine to help out a customer. We were taking care of them. And I look and I see it's gone. It's like, hey, you take that Casey Jones mask? You're like, no. And I was like, mother.
Yeah. It was that one. And then I smashed one of the things when your shelves came over or whatever. Hey, put a new head on it too.
Did you?
I had an extra one. I was like, oh, I printed an extra one for no reason.
Yeah, the wind took him out. Everything else on the whole day, everything on that shelf was good.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, after I took a bunch of stuff off of it, it got blown down, but there was no damage done then.
Just a fun day. And it's always fun to go hang out. TJ showed up there.
Whiskey showed up at the end.
Him and his old lady showed up, but he helped us. What's crazy is he's such a nice guy. He's like, hey, what can I do? How can I help you? Boxing shit up, putting shit in the cars and stuff like that.
Yeah, I felt a little bad bolting like I did because normally, you help me out, I help you out and all that. But
I had TJ there.
I know, but and I just kind of was like, hey, packing stuff up, was trying to get out of there to go catch the kiddos game. To be there for that and stuff, but
I even had another that same lady came by again with her kid. She says, hey, the booth inside, I went and looked in there, you got these things, but they're like $12 inside, but they're $10 out here. I go, it's cheaper out here.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I go, yeah. And she goes, I'll take one more. And one more turtle.
You got a commission inside. We got to account for.
Exactly.
Right? The Antique Mall takes their cut. So
I was telling them,
the Jason, like someone came by about the Jason mask, and he was
came
like,
back.
No, he was talking to us, and he was like, I'm going to buy it. And we're telling him, buy it now. It's going to be cheaper.
You better buy it now.
Because he was like, I've seen it inside and I've almost bought it. And he was telling us he's going to buy. He's like, I'm either going to buy it here or I'm going to buy it inside the Antique Mall.
Yeah.
And we were charging $50 the day of the event, right?
Yeah.
Yours was 50, mine was 45. The one I have there were two a little bit different.
Slight size.
As far as the painting and stuff on it.
Yeah.
But now if he's going to buy, it's going to cost him 65.
I'm telling you, man.
I got that bad boy marked at 65 indoors because it's October and it's a Jason X mask.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
I was like, you gotta understand what's going on here, right? Like, you know, and I was
we
like,
were telling everybody.
yeah, I was cutting deals with everybody. You know, you want this stuff, get it now while you can. And then what was the other thing? It was something else that popped up too. I was like, oh my God, but they try to take my hat from me. Like one dude wanted the hat that I had sitting there.
Your old brutal hat.
Someone tried to take that damn fan and my JBL speaker that was sitting there too. He goes, how much for that? I go, I'm obviously packing up. Like there's nothing but like random shit on the table. Like it's not like it's a whole table of shit. But I do like it. I like that parking lot sale because one, the people that come out are generally pretty nice. The unfortunate thing, I do have an idea that you were talking about, like charge how much for like 3D printing device. I'm gonna have a sign that says, you know, talk, you know, $5.
Talk shop, $5.
$5 if you want to talk 3D printing. I'm going to have a jar out there or whatever, but I think I'm going to try it because it is going to be November, and I'm going to do any money donated into that jar. I'm going to try to match, and we're going to give it to North Texas Food Bank. So I think I am going to do that, but it's going to be one of those things where if they catch me away from it, I'm going to slowly work my way over to it.
Told you, sandwich board.
Yeah, I'm not carrying that thing all the time.
Why not? It's
I don't want to
going to keep you warm.
I don't know.
It's going to keep you warm.
Probably 85 that day. So thank you to everybody. Thank you to TJ who came by and helped me pack up and things like that. Big shout out. It's good to see Sam. And like Sam's buying, like, you know, she's over there. She had like fucking 2 trash bags full of shit coming back to the truck, you know, whatever. TJ's like, what the hell did you buy? He goes, I'm not done. I'll be right back. So she goes off again, comes back around. You know those fucking things that are on the house, those canisters, and they spin around in circles like ventilation for your attic? She came back with one of those. It's this big. It's this fucking big. And so she goes, I got an idea for it. And he goes, what? I go, you chump. You should have went and hung out with her. I was like,
because he told you, he's like, you know, man, I was just looking for something. I just needed to get her out of the house.
Yeah.
They've been going through some stuff. And he's like,
course.
I just need to get her out of the house and off her mind on some things and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, you brought her to the wrong place though, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. Or you should have stayed with her, right? You don't take the missus to an antique mall parking lot sale and just say, go.
I'll tell you this. They have some cool shit out there. And I almost bought a bunch of, like, Lizzie even told me, she goes, hey, there's like 4 or 5 Steins over there if you want to go over there. They were $5 each. I'm usually in, but I'm just kind of at capacity. And they're Budweiser signs and they're Christmas ones, which
Steins, not signs.
Steins. And so, which I usually am in on, but I was like, I don't know. When I was looking at them, like, I don't think so. I got it. I know how to pour a beer. Look at that. Just let it sit for a little bit. Look at that. Let all that aroma come up. So right now we're having Shipyard Smash Pumpkin Ale with natural flavors. This little fella, you want to read this again?
No.
Smash Pumpkin season with Shipyard Smash Pumpkin. What the hell? This is so weird to read.
It is.
This big body beer pours a light copper orange with pleasing aromas of pumpkin, cinnamon, and burnt sugar, balanced by a mild lingering sweetness and slightly warm, bitter finish. Smash Pumpkin is a perfect beer for when the temperature starts to drop. To fully enjoy all flavors, this ale is best drunk at 55 degrees Fahrenheit, 20 IBUs, 9% alcohol by volume. The wheat or the barley used for this is pale, whole wheat in Munich. And then the hops are Willamette and Sapphire. So there you go.
It's the sentences are weird on there,
the
right?
first one, but yeah, you couldn't read it. That's the problem. You were I
was dealing with the glare.
You got to get that. You got to get those readers, man. Just get those.
It has nothing to do with that. What's up, Bolson?
So that means one thing and one thing only. That old school shared out the stream to his Discord people. Let's just get it going. The guy's a legend. You know, he's out just supporting just who he can and who he wants to. He's got a great community. Check him out on YouTube. Now he has slowed down a little bit. I know he's working a lot on the house and things like that. So he, hasn't been streaming a lot lately and things like that. And just like most people, most streamers you've noticed, they've dropped off quite a bit. Like they're just not around. I don't even stream. I canceled my Stream Lab subscription and I actually deleted everything off my computer. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do it right now. Maybe I'll do OBS and then we'll maybe have a little drunk Friday night stream. Probably not because it'd be too complicated. I won't be able to figure it out. But anyway, yeah, cheers to that. Cheers to you. Cheers to another beautiful weekend that we had together. So we do spend a lot of time on the weekends together.
On occasion, like we were actually, Brutal hit us up about doing an event this last weekend.
Yeah.
Or this upcoming weekend. And we're like, man, you got to give us a little bit more notice. That was the biggest thing with it. And like I said, we have just done back-to-back weekend things. And it just all starts to add up, right?
And we're also doing a lot of these things that we're trying to, we're doing small business stuff. Like, you got your flipping thing and flipping business and reselling and stuff like that. I do 3D prints. Lizzie does shirts, cups, and mugs and all this other shit. So it's like,
She sells the crap out of crock giblets.
it's a good thing for all of us we all get together and we're able to help one another in case one of us had to run off or something like that. But anyways, I want to talk about the North Texas Hot Sauce Festival. That's what you kind of alluded to. You got Saturday, October 14th from noon to 7 p.m. Central Time at Brutal Beer Works. This is a 7-hour event. Come on out to a sizzling first annual North Texas Hot Sauce Festival presented by Melinda's Hot Sauce, where the Lone Star State's fiery flavors takes center stage. So there you go. It's this weekend. I'd love to make it. I think I might pop in and say hi, but I think Lizzie wants to do almost like a garage sale or front yard sale or something like that. And then we're heading off to...
Oh, you guys are going to do a garage sale?
That's what she said, but I know she won't do it.
Okay.
But we're heading off to Canton.
Canton days?
What's your thoughts on haunted houses, attractions, and Halloween things going on?
I haven't gone to a haunted house. Now, we've done the local, the city of Watauga does a thing on a Saturday night, right?
Yeah.
And we've done the little haunted house in there. I did probably about 5 years ago with volunteer stuff with work, where I did I helped build a haunted house.
Oh, nice.
For a local charity out in Keller.
Nice.
Community, I think it's Keller Community Storehouse or whatever. And they do a lot of stuff for the community over there and help build a haunted house out there for that. But I don't think I've been to an actual haunted house since high school.
There's one I definitely remember going to in high school or being
went to
fresh out of high
Cutting
school.
Edge out in downtown Fort Worth. It was in the old abandoned warehouse building, right?
I drive right by it on the way to Cowtown because it's on the left as I'm going down. Was it 20 or 30 or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
I saw it, I go, ooh, that's Cutting Edge. And I was like, oh shit.
And I remember doing that a couple times in high school, especially after some hockey practices, because we practiced out there in downtown Fort Worth and played games out there in Fort Worth. So on the way back, we would definitely drive past there and stuff. But
do you like that kind of shit? Not hockey, but
I love hockey. But haunted houses,
do you like getting scared? Are you a pussy like me?
I'm not. It's not that I'm a pussy. It's just stuff I'd rather do. Right.
So it bores you.
I wouldn't say it bores me. It's just not my bag of tea.
Huh. Okay.
A cup of tea.
Everybody knows that I'm a chicken, a massive chicken. Everybody knows that shit, but I love Halloween.
But
I love all that kind of stuff.
I also think they've gone overboard with it. It's not like it used to be, right?
Okay.
Where they go overboard with the gore and things like that.
So you don't like the gory things.
And it's not that because I'm a huge fan of the Saw movies, right?
Really?
I think I love the Saw movies.
Really?
But I think the Saw movies are great because of the story
and
how there's stuff that you don't get about the first movie until you've seen the 5th or 6th movie.
Oh, no shit.
And things like that. It's a very integrated story, woven together really, really well. Super gory. Yeah. I think it already came out.
You going to go watch it?
I will eventually see it. I don't know if I'm going to go see it in the theaters, but I will see it. I've seen every one so far.
So the one I'm talking about going to Canton, I'm going to do Yesterland Farm. Okay. So it's if I can show you some pictures, I won't put it up on the screen because I don't have time for that shit. That's not it. Wait, that's Boomerjack or whatever its name. What's his name? What's that guy's name?
BoJack Horseman.
BoJack Horseman. Hold on, let me go to see outside. Okay, it's like this. It's just a big old farm, dude. It's like this out there, right? Okay. So
I've done some haunted hay rides and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I've done a few of those. But yeah, it's just not my thing.
Just pumpkins and shit like this, and so yeah, no, that's what I'm going to. So I'm going to Yesterland Farm out in Canton. Now there are some local events going on in Carrollton and whatnot. You also have Farmers Branch Halloween in the Park. It's going on in Farmers Branch downtown. Is October 28th. Halloween Carnival in Carrollton's going down October 20th. Ghost Town is in downtown historic Carrollton October 28th. So there is a ton of shit to do. Go check them out. Go look up and see what you can do because a lot of these are free. It's just what your town puts on.
Okay.
Which is nice because you're just going to be family friendly and that's more my speed.
Right.
The last time I was at a haunted house, I was at Six Flags. When's the last time you went to Six Flags Fright Fest?
I've never been to Fright Fest.
It's a lot of fun.
I go to Six Flags once a year when the company sends us. That's it. That's I don't ride rides.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't do that anymore?
That's just I don't enjoy roller coasters.
Do you get motion sickness?
I just don't enjoy it. Like, I don't get motion sickness. It's just not fun.
Man, you were such a meat cheese bun guy.
Like I rode the Texas
fun?
Giant.
What's fun
right?
to you? Well, that's no fun for anybody.
Because
you need like a spine alignment after that.
Yeah, I got done with it, and it felt like someone just beat the living crap out of me.
Hold on, you've been here since the 90s, right?
Yeah, moved here in 95.
95. Okay, so did you go out to Six Flags and did you catch the Batman show out there?
No, I never saw that. Yeah, I never saw that.
Buddy, you're missing it.
Like the first time I ever went to Six Flags was my junior or senior year. I think it might have been my junior year in high
97,
school.
98, 97.
For physics day.
Okay.
You had physics day with the high school. You went out there with the high school and you had a bunch of you had to do like answer like 5 physics questions with the roller coaster, but then you got to ride all the rides.
Yeah.
And it was the first year of the Mr. Freeze.
Oh, that
the very first year.
All the fucking time.
Bro, dude.
Yeah.
And that was honest. That was the first roller coaster I rode when we went there. Like the group I was with, they're like, "Hey, we're going to go ride this." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And like we're sitting in line, we're in this line for like 2 hours.
Yeah, it's
to ride this thing.
Yeah.
But it's because it kept breaking down.
Yeah.
And like I'm sitting there with my friends. I'm like, "Are we sure we want to do this?" They're like, "Oh no, man, it's gonna be great. I hear it's awesome." I'm like, it breaks down every 5 minutes.
You don't fall off of it, but it breaks down. I think it's the initial like the propulsion or whatever.
There was something. But I'm like, it keeps breaking down.
Yeah.
Like, no, man, it's good. But they keep bringing it back up because it's fine.
It's good because
I'm like,
17-year-old's going to tell me it's good to go.
I'm like, this is, and it's crazy because like you're sitting there and it's the wildest thing because it's like, it takes you like 3 seconds. It's a short ride.
It's not 3 seconds, but it's like maybe a minute.
It's not. It's not that long.
All right.
Because I remember being there at the front line and it backs out and you turn around and you go, whoa. And then you turn back around and it's already coming back in.
Okay.
It didn't take long at all.
So how long, give me a serious answer.
Yeah.
How long is the ride?
15 seconds.
How long did I say it was?
A minute.
It's a minute and 30 seconds, dude.
It does not.
It's a minute and 30 seconds.
It's slowed down over the years.
No, I'm telling you right now. I go, no goddamn ride is like 5 seconds out there.
Dude, it was.
Unless you're the ride. You're 5 seconds.
But I remember riding it. On a good day. But I remember riding it and you see it and you're like, and it's coming right back. But then like the way the Mr. Freeze ride goes was it would shoot out and it would go up to this point and it'd get to this point and it would stop.
Yeah.
And then you would do it backwards, right back.
Right. Yeah.
I swear to God, it felt like I was at that standstill for like 5 minutes.
That's probably where the 30 seconds come from. So it's 30 seconds to get there, 30 seconds hanging, 30 seconds back.
It was, but you're just sitting there and you're like, what are we doing, man? But you're also like, you have in your mind, this ride is broken every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So you're like, it goes up there and it goes, and you're just sitting there and you're like, it's fucking broken.
No, the Shockwave's a short ride too. Boner's the guy. We used to go to Six Flags all the time, man. We used to go to Six Flags all the time. Did you do the Superman ride?
No, never did.
That's great as shit. That'll fuck you up.
My oldest has looked at that and she looks at us like, you gonna ride that? She goes, no.
So
I ain't doing that.
So back to Fright Fest and things like that. Like, so for me, like Fright Fest, it's almost to the limit where I'm not going any further, right? Like but it is some spooky shit. It's nice. They got fog in certain areas, like where the tube with the like 6 seats goes around rapids or something like that. The rapids, they got that a lot of fog and shit. So people kind of come out of the fog and scare the shit out. Lizzie takes off running. I'm gone. But there's haunted houses inside of them that you have to pay for, right?
Right.
So you pay for these haunted houses. And that's an extra little, I hit a button, but don't worry about it. Jesus. Now I hit something else.
What are we doing?
No.
Just stop. Just stop.
Just stop it.
Just stop.
No, don't click the draft top. Don't go draft top. But yeah, so I like it. And there was like, we went to like 400 or 500 houses in there. And they were like, I was like seriously like this the whole time. I was just walking around like this. I had a hold of like Lizzie and like the kid. And I was like this. I was like, this ain't too bad. But some of that shit is kind of gory. Like there was like a pig one where it was like just a bunch of like your pig face people like chopping people up and shit like that and like slot. I'm out. I don't know what to do.
Speaking of pig face people, so the kiddo came up to me the other day.
Don't say that about your kid.
No, I'm not saying that about my kid. She shut your mouth.
Christ, don't say that.
She comes up. She goes, Dad, what's a good Halloween movie to watch? She goes, I want to watch a Halloween movie. She was home from school. Billy Joe's in the house. get up on a big hill and get into the tires and roll down. Those were the good years because Goodyear's a tire brand. You get it?
And this week's dad joke is brought to you by JB Carts. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram and at jbcarts.com.
But she asked me, and I say, Hubie Halloween. Watch Hubie Halloween.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Love it.
Right?
Love it.
Because at one point in time, the one guy, he picks up the pig mask and puts it on. That's what made me think of it.
Yeah.
And so she was like, what's Hubie Halloween? Right? And I'm like, it's an Adam Sandler movie. She's like, oh, okay. She's gotten real big into Adam Sandler movies in the last year because we've been having her watch, Big Daddy and all that. And so she watched it, loved it, told Liz, she's like, hey, Mom, have you ever seen Hubie Halloween? She's like, yeah, I have. She's like, well, we got to sit down and watch it then. So they sat down to watch it the other night. And there's a few things that you don't think of as a parent. Whiskey's in the house with those biddies. Thank you so much.
We're just talking about
appreciate that. That you don't think about.
The wiener and the bits on the Jell-O.
You got the mom wearing the shirt that says boner donor.
Boner donor. I think his boner is just a mistake.
So and then the Halloweener.
Yeah,
sure. The one but boner's all over in it, right? Hubie's talking about how he's made a boner.
Oh, my boner.
My boner.
Just means a mistake. It just means a mistake. Seems pretty easy.
So we're sitting there. They're sitting there. Liz and Kinsey are watching it, and apparently Kinsey looks at her mom.
We got to go to Pound Town. We got
and says, "Mom, what's a boner?" And then I hear Liz go, "Hey, come here, Tony." She's calling me.
It's boner donor.
And she don't pull a boner. Don't pull a boner.
You can touch it if you want.
She goes, Kinsey's got a question for you. And I'm like, okay. This is my 9-year-old.
They explain it in the movie. How stupid are you people? Like, you guys are idiots.
We're drinking Shipyard Smashed Pumpkin right now.
Billy Joe, I don't know how much it said that your followage is, but I guarantee it's
100 years.
Holy shit, 100 years.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
She goes, Dad, what's a boner?
Yeah.
And I go, caught off guard for a second. And I go, well, bones, right? Your bones, they're just bones. And someone's as smart as a bone. Bones aren't smart. So you're dumb. You're making a dumb thought, a boneheaded move, right? So I used all that.
You went with bonehead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I went that route with it. Yeah.
All right.
I was like, And then I'm sitting down, and Liz went to go. She went to the bathroom, and she's like, "Hey, come sit down with me for a minute, Dad, while Mom's off." I'm like, "Okay." And I'm seeing you got another boner shirt. You've got the Halloweener shirt. I'm just like, God damn.
I mean, it's this Halloweener. It's a wiener.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
I think you're supposed to watch these movies if they're PG-13 with it. It might be PG-13.
I don't
probably should have some parental guidance as you're watching it, or maybe don't let your 8-year-old watch it.
She's 9
or 10. I was going to say 6 for some reason, but yeah, 9-year-old. She's 9. She's got to know what a wiener is by this point, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's public schools, internet, stuff like that.
And then apparently,
that guy who sits on the edge of his bed with a baseball bat.
After I left, Kinsey looks at Mom. She goes, "Mom, did Dad tell me the truth about a boner?" And Liz goes, "I want you to be able to talk to me. So, a boner is something that happens to a guy's
say it in the movie
private parts." And she was like, "Oh, okay."
They say it in the movie.
Yeah. Billy Joe,
job.
I have a job making toy Draculas. There are only 2 of us on the production line, so I have to make every second count.
This guy's a legend.
Count Dracula.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Love it.
So y'all been watching any spooky movies other than that one?
I haven't watched
Before Christmas, Hocus Pocus. Hocus
no,
Pocus 2?
I want to watch the new Haunted Mansion movie because that's on Disney Plus.
I can't get past that one chick.
It's got Danny DeVito.
I know. That's how you sell it to me. You sell it by the people you know.
Danny DeVito and Charlie Day.
Yeah, I just can't
That's
get past
enough
that
for
one
me,
chick. She's just
right?
so fucking loud and annoying.
But yeah, I want to check that out. But no, I haven't got a chance to yet. I think I'll check it out tomorrow.
Cool.
I finished Ballers.
Nice.
And then I watched that. And let me get the name.
So real quick, no haunted houses or nothing for. Are you even going to go check out like your local town, spooky town, or anything like that?
We might do the Watauga one.
Yeah.
Like we'll typically go to. We didn't go last year. I can't remember why.
Yeah.
But we typically go out to the Watauga No. My herpes was in check then.
Okay.
But I will typically go out to the Watauga event. It's gotten a lot bigger over the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Like it used to be decent size, but now a lot more people go out to it, so it's like super packed.
Nice.
And so it's almost like to the point to where it's just not. It's almost not fun because like you go and like you want to go and do like a quick little game, right? And you spend 20 minutes in line to throw a beanbag twice and get 3 pieces of candy.
Is it a long line like that?
Long
God.
lines.
Have you got all your candy for Halloween yet?
No.
You got a lot of trick or treaters? No.
No, we don't get any. We get like maybe 2.
Oh, that's depressing.
Because there's probably 3 houses in our neighborhood. 4. There's a couple that might be old enough now. Like we've had some like babies in there, but there's just not a lot of kids that do trick or treating. We actually go to a different neighborhood to do the trick or treating. We'll hit up a couple houses that we know have stuff.
I hate antelopers. They're so annoying.
Well, it's a neighborhood that's right there.
Anyone seen Paint movie with Owen Wilson playing a ripoff of Bob Ross? No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna watch it either.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I got like alerts going off like crazy over here.
Well, it's almost...
no, it's a big no for me, dog. You know how it is. But no, I'm all loaded. Like I even took the candy out to Comic-Con, but I went ahead and replaced that bag in another bag just to top her off and cut the decorations out front. We're ready to roll. What do we got on the next topic? We got to slam these beers and we got to pop the next one. You're gonna like the next one though. Don't you worry.
Oh, but I was telling you so that we were talking about movies.
Oh, you're still going?
Yeah. Well, why not?
Okay. I mean, yeah, sure.
Hold on, let me close that real quick. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. I watched that movie yesterday with Nicolas Cage where he plays himself.
I feel like I'm getting a tumor in my head. Like
it was actually a pretty good movie though.
Right there.
It was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
Cool.
Is the next one a long time coming? It's always a long time coming.
Every fucking day is a long time coming.
Army of Darkness. That's a great movie, Billy Joe.
What is that?
It's got Ash, Bruce Campbell, Boomstick, right? Have you seen the Army of Darkness movies?
Nope.
Really? We should watch them. Let's watch them for it. Halloween time bodes well for it. I would say.
I don't know, man.
Why not? What else you got going on?
Working like a chump.
Yeah, but you're always watching stuff.
No. I'm actually I go to the office. I try to go like 3 times. I'll probably go 3 times this week.
Okay.
Just trying to get some stuff done around the office.
Okay. Well, we should watch Army of Darkness.
I don't know what that is.
It's a movie.
Okay. There we go. Yeah, so we got like there's a bunch of different applications and apps and like 23andMe or whatever that got hacked. And so that if there's anything that has more personal information on it, it's 23andMe. And so they got yanked. But they were mostly looking for certain demographics of people. So okay. I don't fall in either one of those, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, Billy Joe said, "Oh, you just dropped 3 levels. Never seen Army of Darkness.
Never seen it. I don't watch scary movies. I don't watch.
It's not necessarily a scary movie.
I'll look real quick and be the judge of that.
It's a campy type movie.
92.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Hey, who's that? Let's see, Mbeth Davides. Yeah, I can go check that out.
Yeah,
I'll go check that out. She's probably in. Oh, Bridget Fonda's in it. What the fuck? Really?
That's what the internet says. So yeah. Let's finish these off and start the next one.
All right. Oh, it's when he's got the chainsaw in his hand.
Yeah,
I've seen clips and stuff.
Chainsaw. He's got this is Boomstick.
You have to understand. I was like 12 years old or 11 years old when this movie came out, dude. I'm sorry, but you know.
You've got that. You've got like Evil Dead now. Not necessarily like the new Evil Dead that's out.
Yeah.
I was handing you. Don't slap my.
That.
Don't you?
Oh, you want to do a little? We're gonna have a little secret handshake. Oh, we already have one, don't we?
Do we?
Yeah.
We got the. Here we go. Yeah. This is probably at the right temp right now.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do with this one because I was like, let's get that pumpkin out of the way because this beer right here
is delicious.
Yeah, you guys and gals are want to go check this out. So this is Ommegang OMG series. This is all Hallows treats.
Imperial chocolate peanut butter stout.
Yeah.
This tastes like a Reese's peanut butter.
Boner, this could be right up your alley, man. Like for real. Like this could be something that.
What happened over here?
The base hit. JD Martinez still in the league. That's the biggest surprise there.
JDR Martinez is a good little ball player.
Oh no, he's good.
Astros are up 3-2 now.
Oof, into the 6.
Twins scored a run.
All right. Cheers to you, bud. Mazel good things. But yeah, no, but this year, like even Lizzie mentioned something about so good. Lizzie even mentioned something about like, are you trying to do more stuff this year? I think I am. I was like,
that's a very broad question though.
No.
Are you trying to do more stuff this year?
Well, for Halloween, right? Because I bought the Yesterland tickets. I was like, hey, let's go to Plano. There's another event going on over there. There's a haunted house in Plano. It's like a strip mall type thing, but it's like crazy shit. Like it's 1,900. There's 2,000 square feet. It's 2 levels or something.
There's a big pumpkin patch not that far from where I'm at. Yeah. Almost kind of in that like Keller, Colleyville type area. Yeah. It's a bigger pumpkin patch that I want to go check out.
I'm just trying to do more because I think we've been put in for so long and we've been here for so long, and all the shit that Lizzie and I have gone through. It's like why the hell are we not getting out of the house and doing these things? Especially we love Halloween so much. I'm like, let's just go.
So Bill Patrick wanted to say,
hello,
who's
Bill.
The most popular guy at the nudist colony? The one who can carry a cup of coffee in each hand and a dozen donuts.
You want to be that guy? I think I want to be that guy.
Do you? Because if you're putting donuts on there, a dozen donuts, pretty long.
Yeah.
But you're also pretty thin.
Nah, I mean, it's still about that big around.
Ain't that, you gotta.
But you're still swinging around like you just you're like Eddie Murphy in that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like from what was it, Raw or is it
Delirious?
Delirious or Raw? It's one of the two. What are you beautiful ladies doing out here in the islands?
There's nothing. I don't think I will ever watch anything funnier than Eddie Murphy Delirious.
I feel bad for this generation of people who like they're all about cancel culture and shit like that. Because let me tell you something, Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy in their prime. Sam, I can't even think of his name, where he's just screaming a lot with that long ass hair. You're talking some like George Carlin. I mean, you had some legends that were just, they didn't give a shit what you thought. They didn't care because you as much as you wanted to cancel them, they were uncancelable. You couldn't do it.
It wasn't a thing back then.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, no, you couldn't. Even if you were that pissed off, you were laughing too hard to fucking do it.
Dave Chappelle. We were talking about Chappelle Show. Lizzie just started watching Chappelle Show, and she was watching the first episode with Clayton Bigsby, which is just one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life. Hilarious. But like Eddie Murphy Delirious, I remember watching that for the first time, and still now, it's a cry laugh.
Yeah.
Like I'm laughing so hard, I'm crying. My abs are hurt. It's an ab workout.
You're not looking at your phone as you're watching this. You're watching him.
You're just
work the stage.
And like to this day, like one of the funniest because he's doing
Clay. Holy shit.
Oh, buddy. But like he's got the one joke where he's talking about like, he's talking about like, hey, all these parents, you brought your kids, you're like Eddie Murphy, it's gonna be great. You bring them to Eddie Murphy show and they can't repeat anything that they say. So like, I'm gonna give them a joke they can go back to school and say. And he goes, hey, a bear and a rabbit are shitting in the woods. And the bear looks at the rabbit and says, do you have any problem with shit sticking to your fur? And the rabbit goes, no, I don't. So the bear picked up the rabbit and wiped his ass.
If you're new here, Eddie Murphy was not the fucking donkey from Shrek his entire life, or Dr. Doolittle,
or the guy from Daddy Daycare, right? No. Or Dr. Doolittle, or any of that.
He was the absolute fucking pinnacle of comedy.
Eddie Murphy, you got like Beverly Hills Cop, which is just classic, which you're actually supposed to be doing. There's a new one that's gonna be coming out. I think it's gonna be a Netflix one, but Eddie's involved in it and stuff like that. So it's probably gonna be pretty good, I think. But like Eddie, his stand-up comedy is just
the 80s wars. The 80s not the greatest. I think the 80s were the greatest. Everybody talks about the 70s. I'm like, I wish I was around
80s,
in the 70s.
90s, right? You've got the 80s, 90s period that was just great.
Right before all these soft ass fucking kids were born.
Billy Joe is back. What do you call someone who refuses to fart in public? A private tutor.
Oh boy.
There was a shirt in
the
bubble got me. The bubble. There was a shirt in Hubie Halloween that said, if you can read this shirt, you're in the fart zone.
I love Listen.
The shirts in that movie are the best part of it.
I love that movie. I'll tell you what, when it was brought out, I was like, it was during the pandemic too. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was like, this is the movie I'm watching. I put it on every day.
I think this is year 3 because I think it came out a couple of years ago. You watched it the first year.
We're in 2023 now.
Right. So 2020.
So 2020.
So 2021.
2021. Okay.
Because I think you watched it the first year. I did not. I watched it last year.
2020.
2020. Okay.
So it came out Halloween of 2020.
So I guess I was a couple years behind.
You didn't even want to watch because I was like, hey, you watch it, and then we watched for Nerd. I think it was.
Yeah.
We reviewed it for
no,
Nerd
I was down to watch it. I just didn't.
And I'm telling you right now, just out of sheer,
it's incredibly dumb and stupid.
It is, but it's great.
But
I really do
fun.
think it's great. It's fun, right? It's fun, lighthearted. It's something you can watch. It's like, preteen type shit. You know what I mean? Like you can watch with your family, but they're too young. They ask questions.
They might ask you what a boner is.
Yeah. But they explain it in the movie, so you don't have to worry about it. They say a boner is like a mistake. It was like, oh, I made a big boner in math class. Something about geometry, man. That they just made it go right up. But I really enjoyed it. It's one of those movies where it's not scary, and I am a big chicken. Like but I watch Halloween on Halloween. I watch all the other scary movies like during the day.
I do enjoy like some scary movies and stuff like that. I watched
and you have Shaq in there. Shaq as Aurora is phenomenal.
Shaq is just great.
Yeah. And then that voice of his wife of his that does, oh, hey, I think you're the second. This is my real voice.
We got Lance Lynn pitching.
But
for you Texas Ranger fans.
But yeah, no, I like that movie. If you haven't watched it, it's on Netflix. Obviously, it's there. Hubie Halloween. You got a lot of SNL characters in there, a lot of actors and things like that.
And anyone who's been in any Adam Sandler movies in it too, right?
A lot of fun.
Tim Meadows is great in it.
He's good.
Tim Meadows is great in anything he's in, right? We were talking about him this last weekend with Son of Zorn.
Yeah.
And he was a big player in Son of Zorn, right?
I miss him.
But yeah, Tim Meadows is always great. Definitely enjoyed it. But talking about like scary movies, like there's one that I watched probably a year and a half, 2 years, but Black Phone was a good movie.
Lizzie just watched it. Yeah.
With Ethan Hawke in it. And that was a really good movie. There's been some I watched
a ghostly movie because people are talking to him from the other side, or maybe telling the kid to, whatever.
Yeah. It's a mix between like a ghost movie and Silence of the Lambs type thing, where you've got the kid who's captured. It was a good movie. I really enjoyed it. And actually, the main kid in that is here from the DFW area.
Oh, okay.
He's a local kid.
Nice.
But that I've watched.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Ask me a question.
Well, I was going to say, does it give you vibes from American Horror Story season 1? You ever watch that?
I thought
Dylan McDermott or whatever.
Yeah, love that guy.
That's a wild ass first season, and I don't even like scary shit, but I watched that and it was like it's suspenseful. The whole time.
As far as American Horror Story is concerned, the first season is the best season.
Is that it? Okay,
that's
the second season was like okay, and then I fell off because I'm a giant.
Yeah, I think we watched all the way to the Lady Gaga season.
Oh, okay,
and I never finished.
So then
you've
seen it, okay? Yeah, no, you get
but the first season,
like, who's real, who's not real.
That first season was phenomenal.
It was great. So fucking good.
And the one kid that's in it,
Quicksilver.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
And he's in several seasons of it, right?
Yeah.
And there's a couple other seasons that he's in. I think he's
they always bring back the same cast.
Not always.
Close to it.
There's several people who come back.
Yeah.
But
he's too busy doing Marvel movies and shit like that.
But that guy is great.
Can you read that? Let's give the people a little recap of what we're having here.
All Hallows treat, sweet and spooky, like the perfect Halloween night.
Ooh.
All Hallows treat rekindles your favorite childhood holiday memories, aromas and flavors of dark chocolate, creamy peanut butter, and soft vanilla finish with a smooth body and medium mouthfeel. It's the perfect throwback that brings you to your first bite of a chocolate peanut butter cup.
Oh,
chocolate peanut butter, yum. 7.6% alcohol by volume on this bad boy.
Nice. Real nice. That's the only reason I want to interrupt you, because I was getting those vibes, but I know you watch those type of shows and those type of movies. But for me, I don't. But I watched that one. I was like, man, I couldn't turn it off. I could not turn it off.
I'm not huge into the scary movie type stuff, like Liz.
It's kind of a thriller though.
Liz and the oldest kid, like they absolutely love those. Kinsey enjoys those, but she doesn't get to watch it as much because she's still 9, so we kind of limit what she watches. Liz has to watch it first just to make sure it's not something that she can't see. But like Liz, she's all in on.
I was asking about you. Do you like those?
I enjoy.
I was asking you.
I enjoy some of them.
Okay.
Right. Like I watched. I just recently watched the last M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong movie.
Okay.
Knock on the
front door, back door, tap twice, take a deep breath.
It's got Dave Bautista in it.
Oh no shit!
And
it's he got glasses on and shit.
He does. Yeah. And you know what? I actually thought it was a really good movie. I thought it was a good movie, not a really good movie.
Okay.
But it was like they show up at this house, this cabin in the woods. And I think it's not Cabin in the Woods. That's a different one.
No, that's a Johnny Depp one, but it's like that
one.
No,
Johnny, that's the one that had
Cabin in the
Chris Hemsworth, and it was like the whole
Deep in the Woods. Blair Witch Project.
No.
Oh.
But anyway, this gay couple and their kid, they're out at a cabin in the woods. That's what they are.
No.
They're a family.
Oh, yeah.
You're talking about Billy Joe. Why did the squirrel swim on its back? To keep its nuts dry. And these 4 people show up and they're like, look, they got these people like, look, in order to save the whole world, one of the 3 of you need to die, and you guys have to decide, and you guys have to take your own. One of you has to take their life.
Oh, that's a movie?
Yeah.
It'd be over in 5 seconds.
Well, but they tell them, they're like, oh, whatever, you guys are crazy. And they're like, well, if you don't, we're going to unleash a plague each time. And each time, the people that come in.
Oh wait, so most people didn't realize that it was like, it's for real, or we're doing this, or we're doing that.
Well,
they thought it was a joke or something.
4 people show up at their house, at their cabin, and say, in order to prevent the apocalypse, you need to kill one of the 3 of you, and you guys have to decide.
No, it didn't stop explaining. He just did it. Oh wait, no.
Well, you swung on your back, because you got your nuts up here. So
really, Alan keeps his nuts really close to his face.
But if I'm doing if I'm swimming on my back, my nuts are still going to dip in the water. Like,
wow, I'm kind of old. They're dragging me down at this point.
But but they tell them,
wear that supportive underwear,
and they're like, yeah, whatever, it's not going to happen. And then the one guy goes to the front. He's like, oh, you should have done it. Now we're going to release a plague, and the dude, and they end up killing that guy. And then they turn on the TV and something happens.
Oh.
And they're like, oh, well, you planned this, blah, blah, blah. So they give them time, and they do it again, and they don't do it. And then something else happens.
Wait, so hold on. So you have like 3 arrogant assholes, right?
Well,
so one of them's like, I'm not going to do it.
A couple and their kid.
So you have 3 arrogant assholes.
2.
Right? And so after something he says, I'm not doing it, you guys are full of shit, whatever. And then, but like, I mean, isn't that your duty, being either a father or a husband? Like, okay, well, I'll just take care of it right now. And you just take care of it.
But the first time you're not going to, right?
Right.
Maybe
but then you die anyway.
But like the second time,
and now you're behind the 8 ball.
But like with the first one, it's like almost like a
warning shot,
like a COVID type thing, right? It's like, oh well, we know this has been going on for so long, so. This isn't that right.
Duty.
But yeah, so it goes through all that, and it goes through it, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah,
like
not terrible.
The last couple of M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong movies have kind of sucked.
Yeah.
But this one wasn't awful.
Terrible.
It wasn't. It was enjoyable. It wasn't a really good. It wasn't like The Sixth Sense, right? Which was a really good movie.
Okay.
His first couple, Unbreakable.
Never saw it.
You never seen Unbreakable?
No. Lizzie watches those movies and reports back to me.
Oh, okay.
I got a person that gives me the summary notes or whatever. But yeah, no, even like with Netflix, Hulu, HBO, and things like that, they all have their little Halloween and Scream version. There's actually a Scream TV or something like that that's on Amazon.
Scream Queens.
Scream Queens. There's all this other
that has
shit.
nothing to do with like Scream the movie, but
no. But yeah, you definitely want to check those things out and watch a couple of them. Just let us know what you think. Let us know what the corniest is and the scariest.
I actually need to watch the last Scream movie because they've had another Scream movie that came out.
Yep.
And from what I hear, it's like the goriest of all of them.
Oh God. I can't go gory.
And I've heard, like Liz watched it and she said it was pretty good. I want to check it out because Scream is like, for me, I really enjoy the Scream movies.
Yeah.
Like that came out like it in my heyday of watching
high school and shit.
Like the first Scream movie was really, really great. Like you get that first initial opening scene, we're like, oh, Drew Barrymore's in this.
Oh yeah, man.
And spoiler alert, if you haven't watched this movie 20 years later, I'm sorry. You're missing out.
Don't worry, Rose McGowan's still in it.
Oh, buddy.
She makes it for a little while.
Until the end of the movie.
That's Rookie of the Year right there.
But Drew Barrymore dies like 10 minutes into the movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is when she was a big star.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was I love the Scream movies. I thought those were all great. I thought they were all really good. You've got this last one that just came out, and I've actually heard a lot of good things about it. I just haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it.
Nice.
And now this like Halloween season, I want to watch it. I also want to watch the latest like Evil Dead. It's like Evil Dead Rise or something like that. And I hear it's like just creepy as fuck.
Oof.
But I'm gonna watch it.
Okay.
And I'll watch it this Halloween season and
nice.
Report back.
What do we got over there? We got anything else?
Dude, we have so much stuff we haven't even touched.
Well, let's hit it real quick. Let's do hypo real quick. Oh shit, we have the lottery. What the hell's it's about to draw, right? We're about to be millionaires.
I'm not. I didn't see the message till after you bought the tickets.
God.
I was busy all day today.
Oh God. Maybe someone will toss you $1 million.
Man, here's the thing. Someone in North Texas just won. We ain't winning.
So the Powerball, let's see what it's up to right now. I just want to look. Powerball's up to, let me go to the home page because I thought it was going to show on the main one. Monday, Wednesday. All right, so the Wednesday drawing is happening in an hour and 46 minutes from now. Estimated jackpot of $1.73 million. So as it's $756 million cash. Listen, Doc's
I'm sorry. Say that number again.
$756 million cash option.
Okay.
So Doc's already went and got the tickets. We're like, all right, cool.
Billy Joe,
cool.
how about them Chiefs?
But let's be honest, like, I just to be honest,
lost to the Lions.
When it comes, Jesus, that's not even a win.
That is a win.
When it comes to the lottery, and you're talking 756 million, even when like Doc broke it down like 150 million a piece, I was like, yeah, that's enough. I was like, is it enough like to handle what I need to handle? Because like, so I've always had like this thing, right? Like even like if Boner's still in there, I'm sure he's playing softball or something like that. But like Boner and I have sat around, smoked cigars, and talked about life at 19 years old. What are we gonna do at 19 years old? It's like, oh, lottery, this, that,
take over the world,
at 19, shit like that,
right? Yeah.
And it's like, even if I won the lottery, I've got so many checks to cut.
You know what I mean?
Whoa, let's get going.
Hey boys, have you seen the new cornhole game called QB54? It's a football version and looks like something you guys could get around. Okay, I'm sorry, Slappy.
So now we got to
hold on a second.
Yeah,
I just got to revolve my head around the fact that you just brought a not joke to the show. Like I was expecting, like, have you seen the new cornhole game? I'm like,
yeah, we've seen it. It's with a actual football. Though.
Okay, yeah, we've seen that.
Yeah, it's been around for a while. Don't worry, it's only 154 or 145 dollars.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around the fact that you didn't bring a joke to the show.
I miss you, Slap. I miss you. I'll just say that right now. Can I speak for you?
Yeah.
We miss you. Miss you being around. Miss your smell. Miss your touch. Miss your musk.
Mr. Musk.
I think you and I need to get an apartment together.
Seriously.
Welcome back. Welcome to the show.
When we get an apartment together, I'll cover 70, you cover 30.
There you go.
I'm in on that.
There you go. Freddie Freeman giving it all for the squad.
Yeah.
So like, with the lottery and stuff like that, when we talk about that, it's like you're talking like an astronomical number. Of course, the government's going to take $1 billion from you and then leave you with 756 million, which is fine. They're going to send that off to Iran or whatever the fuck they want to do.
I don't care with it. If I get 750 million,
but they're taking $1 billion from you. $1 billion.
I don't care.
$1 billion.
I'm not focused on it. I'm focused on what I'm getting.
So
I get 75 million.
Do you have any predisposed locations of where that money's got to go?
So I know me and you have talked about it. If I ever win a big amount from the lottery, right?
Alan says big amount because if he wins the lottery and only gives him like $1 million, he ain't sharing it. It's his money. It's $1 million or $2 million.
If I win $1 million, you're getting part of that.
I like that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
If I win 750 million or 75 million,
yeah.
Neither one of us are working again as far as like real jobs are concerned.
Yeah.
Right. Miss you two boys. Apologies. Let me fix my mistake. My friend decided to get a face tattoo of his favorite Star Wars character. You should have seen Luke on his face. That's what we want. And then
I miss you a lot. I miss you.
But before that, Bill Patrick came and said, "How do you make a pool table laugh?"
Ooh,
tickle its balls.
I gotta get out. But yeah, I think you and I are the same when it comes to this kind of thing, because it's like you almost want to share the wealth. You have friends that you want to take care of, and it's like these predetermined conversations that you had, or you just have friends that you want to take care of, right?
If I get to the point to where like I win again 75 million, right?
700 million or 75 million, just 75.
I'm just saying, like 75 is that what the Powerball would be, right? 750 million. Okay, yeah. Okay, 750. Me and you aren't working a day at our jobs again.
Yeah,
right.
A radio station to hang out.
But the other person I'm going to wrap up in that is Mike Graham.
Of course.
Mike Graham is my.
I started sending it. This is how I do it. I don't mean to interrupt you at all, but I started sending it one to the softball boys. I go gangster straight up, just like we're gonna either, if I get 750 million, if it's just me alone, then I'm gonna distribute like
750. Yeah, I'm gonna take care of a lot more people.
You're talking 10 mil a piece, and we're all it's like hey, use it wisely. If you want to store it. I'm not telling you what to do with your money, but don't come asking me for more money.
I'm gonna give it the Dockings, like I can find this in my couch cushions.
Yeah,
that's because Doc's rich. But
it's just like one of those things where you're, and that's the
take care of my boys.
Exactly right. Take care of your family.
Take care of my number one insurance agent in the world, Jason Hess, who said.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's one of those things. But like we've also talked about, like we go big and we win big. Yes, we're quitting our jobs, but we're doing more with Strikeout Beer and Strikeout Beer Incorporated or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like we're
like
going to have an actual studio that, like, we have a location somewhere in the middle, probably Grapevine.
Sure, why not?
Where that's where we're going to go every day. We're going to go to the Strikeout Beer Studios, and we're going to record stuff, do stuff all during the day. We're going to sit down and we're going to watch
broadcast everything.
We're going to do a little Hubie Halloween.
There you go. 750 mil. That should be enough for Aussie crew to get Pat over there and teach you boys how to party. Boy, y'all gonna feel it when y'all come over here. Y'all gonna feel it. See how Texas does it. I want to pay
for all three of our Aussie boys.
Of course.
Slap.
Of course.
Marv. Red. You guys are gonna come down, but you guys are coming down for like a month or two.
No, you can just come down for a while. You're coming to hang out for a while. You're gonna come down so long your visas are gonna fucking expire.
Can I get them down permanently? Probably not. But yeah, you boys are gonna come down. We're gonna party.
You're here for work purposes.
And hey, you might think you're gonna show us how to party, but we're also gonna show you how to party. Okay.
Yep. I feel like that's what's going to happen.
Here's the hey, you come down here, you don't have to worry about everything killing you. Okay.
You got a lot less on your plate.
You don't have to worry about, like, oh, I went in my backyard and there's a snake. There's a 40-foot snake in my backyard.
Oh,
you don't have that here.
Kill me here. Kill me now. But yeah, I've also talked about like this, like where I go to work the next day and there's no different change in my life. Like where, like,
I'm not telling anybody.
Well, that's the thing, right? You don't tell anyone. It's like that's kind of my thing. Like where I just kind of show up, keep doing what I'm doing, and then I just keep going. Like, but if we want to do something like that, if it's something like $750 million and stuff like that, and we take care of it, we need to take care of family, friends, close personal people, and things. Your circle, right? You know, not just randos. You're handing out money, but yeah, no, I thought that to myself, like when I went in, like, I'm just gonna go back to work. I'll check in on Monday and hang out with. But my buddy at work, I'm gonna give him money too. I'm like, you know what? Thank you so much for keeping me around this long. Here's 10 mil. Let's go have some fun.
Hey Charles, thanks for running the big boy league this year. We appreciate it. But like the thing is, like, Charles. So like the Gangster League, our draft is going to be in Vegas every year,
of course,
right? At that point in time,
we'll handle from there. Yeah, absolutely.
That's taken care of. The boys don't have to worry about it. Here's when the draft is. I need your driver's license information and all that so that I can book your flights.
I think it just falls under like how we are and who we are, right? Where it's not like we're now thinking of everybody else and let's all have a good time and let's take care of all the people we love, a good time, and who we want to take care of and things like that. Yeah, it's not like people pecking at your door looking for this and that. I don't want anybody to know that I have.
No one's I don't want pecking at my door.
No, okay? After that,
I don't think. So. The people that
most of your family's gone.
The people that'll be pecking at my door, they're not around anymore.
Yeah.
So, but the people now, it's just
siblings I've got and in-laws and things like that.
I've got two brothers that I will.
The twins.
I'll definitely take care of. The other one, I'll put you through some stuff because you've been through some stuff and you're dealing with some stuff. But I'll pay for that so you can get good.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The other one, my other brother, I'm going to take care of you. Take care of you, your wife, and everything you're doing. But
it's just one of those things where you sit around and think about it. And you're like, you know what? And like, but it wouldn't change my life. I think, like, for the most part, I would just keep going to work unless it was an exorbitant amount where it was just like, hey, we're not doing that anymore.
I'm not gonna keep going to work because I want to do this.
Yeah.
I want to do the podcast.
Like you want to do radio or podcast,
like right?
Which I'm fine with. If we say that's our new job, that's our new job.
That's the new job, right?
Yeah.
And so it's, hey,
clock in, get you a little cup of coffee, and let's hit the airwaves.
I don't want to work for someone. I want to.
Okay.
Right. And so again, we've talked about it. We'll get a studio somewhere, probably in Grapevine. That's the middle between the two of us. And we're going to show up every day around 9 o'clock. Right. We're not going to show up super early.
Maybe 10,
10 o'clock, whatever, whatever it is.
Broadcast, just go
and
live.
Just do whatever. And you know what? Hey, today we're going to sit down. We're going to watch this movie. And then after we're done watching it, we're going to review it. Or you know what? Maybe there's sites that we can go on where we can live stream the movie and us just.
I was thinking about other movies too. It's like, oh yeah, we can live stream those too.
That's on our OnlyFans. We're going to expand the brand at that point, right? But it's that winning the lottery. That's what it is, and it's. I think first in all of it is with me. Is taking care of you so that me and you can have fun.
Yeah.
Because we can do some stuff and have some fun that can help take care of things, pay some bills or whatever.
Just life.
And just
life.
Just keep doing what we're doing.
I hear you. I feel you. And I'm in the same boat too. Like, that's one thing. That's the reason that what's up, Chumpy? How you doing? What's up,
players?
That's one of the things that I think that we're similar at. It's like we think about other people. We think about our family, our loved ones, and our friends as well. It's like people we've known for 20 years at this point. It's like, what are you gonna do? Well, I'm gonna take care of my friends. I'm gonna take care of my family. I'm gonna take care of this. And then, hey, you get this. It's that one-time thing
to a certain point, right? Like I'm not gonna be one of those people who wins the lottery who's broke a year later, right? I'm gonna take care of some of my friends, but it's gonna be more along the lines of, if I win $1 million.
Oh, it gets
there's less that goes out there, right?
It chops down. It's called a percentage. Yeah. You win 750 million. It's like
750. Me and you aren't working another day in our lives because what we're going to do is this stuff, and that's not really work. But then, like after that, the next person that comes to mind is Mike Graham. I'm going to take care of Mike Graham. Mike's my boy. He's been there for me through a shit ton, and I want to take care of it. He's one of my ride or dies.
I feel you, bro.
And then I got a few other friends that, here's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I got some friends that would like to do some stuff and they don't have the money to go into those ventures. But I know it's something that, like, if they had the funds to go into it, they would succeed. So I got the money to support them in that.
There you go.
And it's more of a business thing. Chumpy, I've always seen as if someone really needs something, I'm happy to help out. But I'm not just giving money away just because.
I feel the same way. Yeah. We do the same thing. It's like, it's one of those things. you know, people need help. They need help, right? You're not just pissing money away. You're not doing this and not doing that. And it's like, you know, I'm very conservative when it comes to money for the most part. You get me liquored up though.
But
I'm just
again, I
handing it
get
out.
750 million. One of my best friends, Mike, is never gonna. He doesn't have to work again.
Huh. Bonus not working. I mean, Doc don't work now for the most part. I'm telling you, gangsta,
Doc works so he gets good deals on.
I'm telling
on
you,
leases.
gangsta don't work anymore. Like it's just one of those things. Like, and I'm talking like our group, not like
not all
the
these
current,
young bucks on.
Yeah, no. But it's one of those things. But what we got like 5 minutes left. What do we got on the table here?
Let's see here.
And if it's nothing, we're hitting the music.
Okay. Well, so we got to. There's two things we have to cover.
Okay.
One, the first thing we're going to cover.
All right.
We're going to cover a topic, then we're going to cover the hypothetical.
Roger.
The first question we have to cover, because it was in the cold open, what the fuck is pickleball?
I went to like this place called Pickle Chickle.
Chicken and pickle.
That's close enough. Chicken and pickle, chickle fickle.
They're opening one of these up next to the old NRH office, which is right down the road from me, which we've already talked about doing events, like the management team doing events there. But like pickleball is like, you'll see, like I'll drive around. I'll be driving around in like old like tennis courts that I used to go play. I used to do like tennis just for exercise, right?
Right.
And what was used to be like 2 tennis courts is now like 6 pickleball courts.
Yeah, I don't get it.
So it's like tennis junior.
That's a
it's like baby tennis, or a huge version of ping pong.
Right? I don't get it. It's like a stupid paddle with a big old stupid wiffle ball.
It's like you're like on a baby tennis court, but you're using a ping pong racket. I feel like it's high octane tennis or badminton. Never played, but looks hard.
It's not hard. I guarantee you that. If a bunch of kids play it, it's not hard. I went to Chicken and Pickle one time and I had a couple beers and watching the Rangers play or whatever. There's nothing but like fucking tweens and teenagers out there playing. I'm like, dude, this is the most annoying place on earth.
I drive past all these places. Like I'll be doing like some delivery and stuff like that. And I'll drive past like these tennis courts and stuff like that. And they're packed because they've transferred them into pickleball courts. So there's more courts and stuff. But like, there's just so many people out there. And I'm like, what the is going on? Like, and it pickleball has become big. Like, I know like Dirk has invested in it. Like some other big stars have and stuff. But like, it's like tennis, but with ping pong paddles and maybe rules. And they're like using like wiffle balls. Looks like a COVID sport that picked up. I mean, I don't know that you're wrong there. Like, I just don't. I don't know, man. I don't get it. And maybe I need to go somewhere and go to Chicken Pickle or wherever else and to be like, hey, let me try this out. Maybe that's something me and Rapid Dave will go and do. What's up, my beer brothers? Jason, what is going on? We are drinking all the Hallows treats from Ommegang out there in New York. We're trying to figure out what the hell pickleball is. Is it baby tennis or is it big boy ping pong? I don't know. What? Okay.
I don't get
hey, say hi to Jason. Jason's in the house.
Hey, Jason, what's up, man? Jason Dennison.
Yeah.
Local guy.
Yeah.
Hey, how was Tubbs Oktoberfest? Did you go? I meant to ask you about that.
Tell us.
Because I think last time that we talked, you were talking about going up there. A lot of local events and Oktoberfest. Now for us, you know, it's over, right? Oktoberfest is over. And then also we're moving on.
Yep.
We're moving on to you know, obviously our Halloween, our pumpkin beers and things like that. How was it? I hate that I didn't go. Our last 2 weeks have been tied up on Saturdays, and then Sunday I was absolutely done. I'm just fried. So, but pickleball. I don't get pickleball. I see it and it looks like it might be fun, but I just don't care.
Do we need to go to a pickleball place one time together and be like, hey,
chicken pickle?
Yeah.
Well, my whole thing is this. Like, what's the point? Like, there's an actual professional circuit of this, just like there's a professional circuit. There's a professional circuit for cornhole too. there's less people at a chicken pickle contest than there is in a WNBA. And so then I must ask, as a responsible semi-podcaster, what's the point?
Anything is fun as long as you're boozed up.
You goddamn right about that. Yeah.
I feel like if I went to a WNBA game trashed, I'd have fun.
Balls and out. Just balls out. Yeah. Can we do balls out there? Is that a sex offender thing?
Well, as long as you don't pull your actual balls out.
I was going to hike my shorts up a little bit long where they hang out.
Jason, it was awesome. The
Doggensteins
played and are awesome.
I just, that's one thing I hate that I didn't go. Like, seriously. Like, that was one of the things I was like, yeah, I love Tups. And along with several breweries in the Metroplex, I'm not being whatever. But I wish I went to more Oktoberfest events. I didn't
go to any
Comic-Con and then the Antique Mall parking lot sale. It just zapped the shit out of
small business type stuff. Trying to get off.
Cheers to you, kid. Cheers to you. Hey, thanks for going. Way to support a local brewery. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
But I
don't know about being boozed up and going out there either, because it's like, I feel like it'd be fun, but I feel like I'd hurt myself.
Next question.
Are we empty? Okay.
Yeah.
Beers and brats. I'm fucking in. I'm in. Unless it's Yom Kippur, then obviously that one time I was out.
That was a Monday.
Jesus. It wasn't a Monday. We were doing a 5K.
This last year.
Yeah, this year was.
Yeah.
Okay. Last
year. No, we had the 5K, but we had some cervezas. You just wouldn't eat a pizza.
Yeah, I didn't eat. I didn't eat a dog. Yeah.
But the next hypothetical.
All right. Let's hear it.
Is
we got to get out of here.
We have 2 ones. One, you're in a MLB playoff game.
All right.
20,000 plus fans.
40,000.
40. Can you throw a strike?
No, absolutely not. I am everybody knows this. Like, yeah, go Rangers. Absolutely. Let's go Rangers. Let's go Rangers. Everybody knows this. I am a choke artist. Like, I don't perform well under pressure. I don't think I could. Like, if I think I could touch and paint the outside corners like Greg Maddux.
No. I'm not doing it. But can I throw a strike straight up a ball over the middle of the plate? Yes.
At 40 miles an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Who gives a shit at that point? You're not throwing hard. You throw 40 miles an hour.
Look, the question is, can you throw a strike? It's not.
I'd have to throw it with my left hand to throw it over the plate at 40 miles an hour.
Can you? I'm not asking, can you strike someone out? I'm just saying, like, if the batter was sitting there and was not going to swing.
How many pitches? How many batters do I get?
1 pitch.
No, 1 batter? Because I got to strike them out, right?
No. Can you throw a strike?
Just 1 pitch?
1 pitch.
Oh, no. I can't do that.
1 strike. You don't think you can?
You get 1 throw. It's right. 1 fucking throw. No, hell no. And you can't either. Just shut up. There's 1 fucking throw?
Yeah.
Most of these guys can't throw a pitch on 1 goddamn throw anyways. You've seen the Chapman throw?
But hey, but they're worried about the guy hitting it, crushing it.
You can't.
I'm not worried about any of that.
So you're gonna warm up. Hold on.
I'm just worried about throwing a strike.
So you're gonna warm up first, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna handle this. I don't know if it's gonna be done at the next draft or the gangster draft or something like that. But yeah, no, you cannot throw a strike on command. Absolutely not. 1 pitch, you can't throw a fucking strike. Get out of here.
Why not?
We're talking about striking someone out or getting like throwing strikes.
No, I'm just talking about throwing a strike.
Nah. 1 pitch, I can't do it. Nah. I think the angle how I throw it, like I feel like I could snap.
But you get to warm up before.
Yeah, but I'm a choke artist.
Hey,
yeah, I'm a choke artist.
You're gonna throw it over the plate, and the dude's gonna crush the ball. But that's not the bet.
No.
The bet is, can you throw a strike?
Nah.
He's not swing. You're not. If you throw it high or outside or inside or in the dirt, he's not swinging. I'm just saying, throw a ball over the plate. Which, if you throw it over the plate, it's a strike.
No, I'd probably throw it in the dirt. Or I'd go too high. It's one of the two. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I could. I could. No, you can't.
I can throw a strike.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, hey. I'm not saying it's not something that like the batter's going to sit there and like take it as a strike.
Well, they couldn't hit it. They wouldn't be able to hit it anyways.
It.
No, they wouldn't be able to hit it because it's like 45 miles an hour from you.
Oh, they'll crush the piss
No,
out
they
of
can't hit. They can barely hit an 80-mile-an-hour strike. Have you seen them with positional players come in? You're not, dude. You are not elite. You're not in some other level. You're not even a change.
I'm not saying that.
I'm telling you, like
I'm just saying I could throw a strike.
I don't think you could. I bet you could. I don't know what I want to bet, but I don't think I could either. Like I don't think. I think if I rear back and try to throw one, I either hold on too long or I let go too quick. It either goes 10 feet high or it goes in the dirt 2 feet short. Like that's how bad I think I could like how bad it'd be. I mean, obviously you thrown a ball more recently than I have. I haven't thrown a ball in like years.
I throw again. Most of the pitches I throw now are underhand because I come in.
Yeah, you can't throw it underhand. You got to throw it overhand.
No, I'm going to throw it overhand. But again,
but
I get the warm up.
I bet you throw it harder underhand than you do underhand.
Maybe.
I mean,
I throw a lot more pitches underhand than I do overhand. Yeah, right?
You got a terrible
and like I have I'm the pitcher for my daughter's team. Like if the kid throws 4 balls, I'm the guy who comes in and throws.
I need a button. Button for that.
Okay, we'll get a button. Whatever. We're talking about this revolves around what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But like again, if I have the opportunity to warm up, which you're going to warm up, yeah. What's your all's favorite barbecue place in Texas? I'll be coming down there next week, or the state fair. We're not big state fair guys. If you're talking barbecue, like honestly, like
I'll be at state fair on Wednesday. I
absolutely love Cowtown Brewing out in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
And their barbecue out there is phenomenal.
I want to say
and Jason, if you're coming down and you're going to go to Cowtown Brewing, well, what day are you coming down to Texas? Tell us that. Because tell me when you're going to Cowtown or you're coming down. If you're going to go to Cowtown, tell me what day that would be, and I will do what I can. Wednesday?
Yeah. Well,
we're here doing the podcast.
Well, I got to go to the fair on Wednesday. Like I could do like a scavenger hunt for work or some shit. Yeah. You know, I hate saying Hard 8, but I know Hard 8 is part of Cooper's. Like the guy used to work at Cooper's and then he went and created Hard 8. I'll be honest with you. I'm what the hell's the name of that place? It's downtown for the longest time. Shit. Leslie!
He'll be at the fair on Thursday.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'll be there on a Wednesday. But like, you know, you start talking about, listen. You want to talk about barbecue? Go to Soul Man's or you head to the Hood.
Panther City. If you're going to Panther City,
That's where Doug's brother works, I think.
Is it Panther City?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know much about Panther City, but if you're going to Panther City, you're not that far from Cowtown. And I've had Cowtown, and I think Cowtown is phenomenal.
Try them all.
And I'm probably taking next Wednesday off. So
shit, what's up, baby? Yeah. Take it easy over there. Fucking table's lifting up. The what the hell are we talking about?
Barbecue.
What's that place downtown? We used to eat all the time? Sonny Brian's. Okay. I used to like Sonny Brian's a lot.
But I'm probably gonna take Wednesday off of work. So if you went to Wednesday during the afternoon,
sounds like it's gonna be early.
You went Wednesday in the afternoon, you went out to Cowtown, I'll be there.
Nice. Real nice. For me, I remember Panther City had that lawnmower, but they have the best fucking beers.
Panther City's got some good beers.
Oh God.
Panther City Brewing's got some good beers.
That lawnmower beer that they had, there was some Tailgater was so fucking good.
They got that Beaver Nuggets beer.
Beaver Nuggets was good as well. Hey, let's just get out of here.
No, just talk for a second.
I'll talk for 45 seconds more and not a second later. We're gonna head outside. We got a Patreon video to record. We got some stoves sitting right there. We're ready to char them, smoke them, have some fun. It's an early night for us. It's only 8:40 right now, but I'm kicking Alan's ass out of here at midnight because you know why? I got shit to do. I'm tired of staying up till 2 a.m. So I appreciate it. Jason, if you seriously are going to be in the area, let us know. I'll totally ditch on going over there to the fair. But so there are 2 beers tonight. Shipyard Smash Pumpkin Ale with natural flavors. And then we have all Hallows. Man, I am I am feeling it. These 9%ers, these 7.6 percenters are starting to get to me. All Hallows Treat by Ommegang, OMG series, Imperial Chocolate Peanut Butter Stout, 7.6% alcohol by volume. My goodness. If you want to know individual, or if you want to see the individual beer reviews of these, check them out on YouTube. They'll be released tomorrow, Thursday, or Friday on Facebook and YouTube. And then, obviously, if you want to be part of the Patreon and buy your boys a beer, patreon.com/strikeoutbeer, get in for $3. Catch the extra episode, catch the upper post, catch the extra videos, catch it all.
Jason says, see you guys next Wednesday. Hey, Jason, if you're going to go to Cowtown on Wednesday, shoot us a message. I'll meet you out there, brother, during the afternoon.
Cans on.
Hashtag more cans. But we had a blast. We got some topics to talk about during the After Dark show.
Oh, boy.
Including, would you take a 90-mile-per-hour pitch? Oof. Woo, buddy. We can get into that as well. We're going to talk a little Spirit Halloween.
Okay.
Just have fun, drink another beer for a little Patreon. Give you guys a little bit more action. But you know what, guys? Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you guys. As always, I'm Alan.
Grab a Dave.
Talk to you guys later. Deuces. Thank you for listening to Strikeout Beer.